Alright, took a little while. I see the stream, so that means we're live, yeah! Alright. I have my creepy setup in the background that you can't see, so everything is perfect. Hello, Zion back for another stream! I am doing puzzles, part 2. I was supposed to do this 4 days ago, because I had a day off 4 days ago, but let's not sweat the small stuff. I'm here now. I've had this puzzle sitting on my table for 8 days, especially when I needed this table for stuff. That was a fun time. And, yeah, let's see if we can get the puzzle done today. I don't know how long this stream will be, and I probably will not finish this on stream. But never mind that, look at the pieces. They kind of meshed. They kind of meshed together. I can kind of see where the characters are, at least. Like here. Here's Keiichi's hair. And here is Rika's face, which actually beautifully goes right there. See, we're already getting progress, and it's only been... I can look where my time is. It's only been 2 minutes. Wow! Wow! So much progress! Whoa! So yeah, I'm gonna keep on working on this, see if we can get this done-zos. And then probably not for long, because I probably won't be on for too long, because I'm an old person, so I make dinner super early. And that means I need to make it at like, I don't know, 30 minutes or so, but I'm gonna eat late today. Probably, I don't know.
I'll go to the kitchen, and I'll ask Billy, where's the damn soup?
So last time we tried to do the border, and the border was a mess. So we're now trying to unfuck the border by doing pieces inside and then applying whatever fits on the border to those pieces and moving around as is. Because like right here, we have to the side because it did not work. I didn't know where this edge piece would go over here. Speaking of which, I should... Yes! Okay, so that's edge right there. We're edging. We just take beautiful, pretty little colors like these, and hopefully they go somewhere. That's the name of the game. And because I'm smart, this box contains the actual image that I need to look at for reference, because there's not a picture inside the box. So if you see the nice little picture on screen, well, there you go. It's not the exact same because there's text in the bottom left, but it's close enough. So yeah, last time we started with the characters. I'm gonna try to get all the character pieces out that I can find. Some of these did get mixed in, so we're probably not gonna have all of them. What we will have, though, will then be put together. Once we do that, we'll then be able to maybe move on to the house next. I don't know what we're doing next, if I'm being completely honest. But I want something that's not the sky. Something a lot easier than the sky. I'm actually having slight nightmares about the sky because the shade of blue has been causing me a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I see colors of bags. They're not people. Bags are not people. Learned that in school, actually. I see a lot of pants. Or what kind of looks like pants? I'm gonna assume they're pants. It might be part of a skirt. Part of a bag or skirt. Oh, this is a skirt. Yeah. Again, kind of. We sorted out the pieces by color, and I tried to put the people in the corner, but that kind of got fucked. Also, this box is really warped. It was like this when I bought it. But holy shit, it's warped. Anyways, whoever's watching, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great Friday. Or if you somehow stumbled into the realm that is Saturday. I'm so sorry. I kind of don't think about weekends anymore like I used to. It's like you work Monday through Friday on standard desk jobs, and then boom, weekend's here. 5 days work, 2 days off. And I don't think like that anymore. Because I experimented with a style of work. I'm very fortunate to get to try this. To have tried it, and still am doing it. But I have a system where I'll work for 3 days in a row, take a day off, and then repeat. And then that way, if I need a day off, I can take one per month. On average, at least. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. I found a pair of eyes in the sky. Not in the corner, it should be. So yeah, and I did calculations and everything. I hope that doesn't fall. You can't see my bed, but and I'm not gonna show it right now, but I have things piled on it because I'm lazy. And shit's gonna fall at any moment. I can just feel it. So yeah, I did the calculations for working 3 days in a row and then taking a day off. It feels a bit nicer because you don't have to work the consistent 5 days. At the sacrifice of losing a day off. Because you essentially have to just only do 1 day at a time. What's nice about it though, you get to instead do 21 days instead of 20 days on an average of 28 days. Welcome in, Evie. How's it going, my dude? So I kind of like it that way instead. It feels a bit nicer. A bit more lax. Something wrong. Something wrong with this. I can just feel it. Let's see. My nightmare's gonna involve skirts. For today and today only, I am deathly afraid of skirts. Or maybe hair. Make it free roaming hair. Oh. Here we go. Hand! It connects. There we go. It feels kind of hard if I try to organize the characters so that they're facing you guys, because I'm to the side of the table. It becomes a bit difficult to see where to place pieces. It's hard doing it from sideways. It's also kind of fun in like a sick and twisted way. I'll need to get these characters in here without causing much trouble for like trying to remove everything in its path. As you can see, I plan very well for these things. Okay, those went together. And these two pieces, I have a feeling, are going to be right on the side. Oh. Right here. It's hair! Nope, I'm just kidding. It actually flows the other way. Fuck. Okay. Well, it's going to be somewhere here. Somewhere here. Close enough. Motherfucker! You know, I've done I've done jigsaw puzzles. Coined the term jigpaws. I've done it for years now, and I still feel like I'm a complete beginner. Though, Rise, I say that I get two pieces together, and now my, you'll see my ego rise. That's not the only thing rising. It's my stress! Oh! Fuck. The way I've angled my table today as well, it's like, this is right here. Straight, so it's slightly angled. It's not as bad as last time, but I also can't rest my back. Especially with like where I position my microphone. Hold on. Damn, it's in the way. Okay. Well, that's the closest I'm gonna get, so hopefully you're able to hear me properly. It's the classic, I have to like, scream. Oh, this is skirt. Voice! Okay. My Akechi has eyes now. Kind of. You might be able to see it, probably not. Close enough. What's that Minecraft villager sound? Do I like this game? Welcome in, Acid Bot. How's it going? I think I'm gonna start calling you a bot. But, I do. I love jigsaw puzzles. I was saying earlier because, I've been doing jigsaw puzzles for years, but I still feel like a beginner. This is 500 pieces, and so far we have 3 hours. Fun times. But yeah, how you doing, Acid? You silly little, you? I'm just waiting for the next question. I can feel it coming. I feel it brewing. If I'm a bot, you're a bot. We're all bots. Well, we're bots in a way where I'm not technically a bot, but I will accept the bot position. Maybe every once in a while. I like having organs and breathing and being able to have senses, you know? Sometimes, at least. Sometimes I hate it. Okay. Okay. Wow, this bag's actually coming along quite nicely. Was not what I was expecting from the first piece laid. I think I'm out of pieces though. I need to... I don't want to go back to the box. I'm scared of the box. Alright, I didn't get the question, so I'm gonna ask you if you're still here, Acid. What did you eat today? Ah, there it is. That's what I was waiting for, baby. You only had a matcha latte so far? It's like past noon, you silly. Eat. Get some brekkie. In the form of like linner or dunch. You sussy little baka, you. Probably gonna make some oatmeal soon? Ooh, okay. Sleep schedule is fucked. You woke up at 1 p.m. the past 4 days. I feel that, my dude. Sometimes, like, I'm not aware of your, like, situation for it. I'm not sure how fucked it is. Sometimes we need that late, wake up day. 4 times in a row, though. What time are you trying to wake up? Excuse me. Ideally, you wake up at 8 a.m. every day. Oh, I feel that. Maybe I've been still in your wake up time, because I've waken up at 8 a.m. these last couple days. When I normally get up past 11. At least. Well, I get awake at 11. I get out of bed like an hour later. Because, you know, manga's not going to read itself. Oh, shit, speaking of which. Fuck! I won an eBay bid. And I fucked up because I didn't realize. So, I'm addicted to figures. And I won another figure just like 30 minutes ago. I just checked it and it's like, yeah, you win. I didn't realize the figure was missing a prop. So now I get a figure without a prop. And I have to like figure out, I get what I did there, how I'm gonna replace that prop. If I can find like I've been wanting to find a shop that may sell like figure props, or maybe invest in purchasing a service to get something 3D printed and painted. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm kind of sad. I mean, it's a lot cheaper because, you know, auctions. But then, like, I saw the same figure, like, on auction a day before. I already made the bid. I'm like, ah, shit. Because that one had the appropriate prop of it. Such is the way of life, I guess. It's cool regardless, though. I love it. You can say I'm so Swedish-foid. Where the fuck is this skirt going? Like, you can kind of see it on these pieces. There's like a nice little white stripe, which represents like sunlight. I'm trying to follow that. But some of these pieces are not wanting to stick together. And I want to scream without the C. Without the R. Yeah, that works. Oh! Wait. Yes! Mion's getting longer. Teehee. I wish I had like an overhead kind of display, so I could put everything onto like a desk, sit in front of it, and actually get a good perspective on this. Because right now, from sideways is hard. But if I'm not doing stupid shit, would I really be doing things right? What is this thinking through and planning that people speak of? Oh, this is part of the bag. And also, rip. It's coming off! Ah. Okay, it's somewhere right there. Oh, bag. I was about to call it Baganold, kind of like how you say, "Oh, Reginald!" I don't know either. Oh, right. There we are. I wonder, like, for some reason, that made me think of, Carrot Top. I was thinking, like, of the idea of comedy. How originally he's like a prop master. He'll just pull out props and make like a one-liner or some shit. And it's like, how do you make a living off that? Maybe like a right place, right time kind of thing, but... I just find it wild that you can do the same repetitive thing over and over again in any sort of industry. And do it for a lifetime. Sometimes I feel like, it feels like you'd go mad if you did that, right? But some people really get devoted to their crafts, to what they enjoy. Or they just tolerate it enough to be able to do it for like ever. Oh! Yeah! Now that's a big one. Look at the size of that. Wow. That fits a lot better. There we go. I'm just gonna be so happy once this is done. I'm just gonna throw it all into a box. I might leave it on the table for a day or two. What do you guys, for those that do jigsaw puzzles, in chat or comment, what do you guys do with your puzzles after you're done? Do you just scrape them up and put them back? Do you glue the pieces together and keep it as like a little portrait wallpaper? I definitely want to preserve it some way, so I'll take a picture of it once I'm done with it. But otherwise, just say no, thank you. I'm donezo's for realsies, and then just scrape it back in the box. Again, I could do it again another day. I have a Tetris puzzle I might want to try again. I just leave it as it is though, otherwise. Yay. I am very compelled to say Nano Desu, which is not the right character. Oh! Speaking of eBay from earlier, I'm excited. I ended up winning another bid. Like, I've been addicted. I'm winning so many bids. I feel kind of guilty about it at the same time, but that's for another, that's for another day. For now, I got the chance to do another Higurashi bid because they had a few items. It's kind of weird because they're all swimsuit, but I mean, I have a couple myself anyways, but what was awesome was one of my favorite characters in the show, maybe even my favorite character, is Hanyu. She only joins the cast for one arc, but she's primarily with Rika as part of the story. And she had a swimsuit edition. I'm like, Hanyu, yes, please. So I won one of those, which I'm really excited to receive when the time comes. But there's a few different... I was like, is this clothes or is this hair? There's a few different Hanyu figurines that I've seen that look so good. They look so great in the wild. And I really, really, really would love to get them. They're scale figures, so they go at least 100, maybe 200 about on some that I've seen. And I'm so tempted. I'm extremely tempted to try to get one. Which means I also have to make sure they're in stock, and I would say fuck it and get one right now, but I don't want to be too irresponsible. I gotta have, as much as it hurts me to say, I've gotta hold back at least somewhere. Part of the sacrifice, I guess. Something does not seem right about this piece. Please excuse me for 1 second. I need to fix something I can't show on camera. Alright. There we go. Shall we about that? No, I can swivl my camera at an angle. Kinda works, kinda doesn't. Oh, it's gonna be shaking a lot too. Oh well. You're watching this video, this is the kind of content that you signed up for. I do need to get this inside though at some point because it's getting kind of big. I say that, but I'm continuing to neglect it. Though, if I leave it alone for long enough and try to switch some of these pieces out, maybe it'll be easier to get it in then. Oh. Nope. Nope, no. Okay. There's a pattern with this. Oh! Skirt! Okay, so this is the bottom half. Alright. We're about to do a pro gamer move. Amateur gamer move, but it works. We did it. Oh! Oh! We actually did it well! Okay. Okay. Alright, it's coming together. Wait. I think I've peaked. For whatever all this is worth, I'm peaking right now. It's all downhill from here. That surprisingly works. My My knee is... Fuck. Okay. We'll see how that works. One thing I need to be careful of, the skin color of the characters is pretty similar. So the arms, I need to use an arm to connect the characters to the side on the left side. More specifically, Mion's arm. And not get it confused with another arm. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. Maybe there's a little bit of shade? Not to mention that the elbow on her arm is bent. This might work. Oh shit. Not if I destroy the whole fucking puzzle. Okay, easy street, baby. Easy street. Okay. His arm would be here, probably. Right there. I see part of the leg! Excuse me. You're actually eating Alfredo pasta instead of oatmeal? I mean, like, if you mush it enough, it would have the same consistency. There you go. You thought about ramen, but your mom made pasta last night. Oh. Thanks for the update. Question mark? Nice. Glad you're eating, though. What kind of pasta? Like standard, And you're eating it with strawberries with it. Like, are you putting the strawberries inside of the pasta? Are you replacing the meatballs with strawberries? Just because they're the same color? Okay, I'm not gonna go there. You're getting your fruit in. And welcome in, Asuna. You're shitting right now? Thank you for sharing with the class. Shit to your heart's content, my dude. How's it going? That's not gonna be fun to move. I'm like barely hanging on. Fettuccine? I've never had fettuccine before, actually. I don't even remember, like, is that the white sauce? Is that the white liquids? Strawberries are just strawberries for fruit? Oh, okay. You're not putting the fettuccine on the strawberry now, are you? flat pasta is oh yeah, you're right. Fettuccine is a pasta type. I don't know why I thought it was a sauce. I don't really eat pasta. I had spaghetti and meatballs a few nights ago. Because I don't usually eat it. I was like, I'm gonna try something new. Didn't like it, but it was not bad either. Oh. You only like hamburg and fries. Trash American food? Acid, get the fuck out of here. Hamburger and french fries are superb. They are beautiful. I'm unironically salivating right now at the thought of hamburger and french fries. Had it not been that I had hamburgers or a cheeseburger and hamburger last night, I would consider making it after the stream. Trash American food is genre of food you like? I mean, is it trash because it's not good for you? Or is it because you don't have proper taste? Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm kind of giggling to myself on that one, actually. Where does this skirt go? Ah! Because trash is an adjective before American? That's all? I see. What would be your ideal exquisite American dish? So we're talking about something that would originate in America. Yeah, let me glug on this glug glug. And let me spill some of it on my pants. What would be your idea of exquisite American cuisine? I ask because your taste buds seem to be a lost cause. That's where it went. Fuck. My crotch is covered in water right now, but I don't want to get up. We're thinking chicken nuggets, alright. Hot dog, okay. And burger? Maybe mac and cheese? And mashed potato. Are mashed potatoes American? I know the baked potato has a lot of variety to it. I'm actually genuinely curious. Where did mashed potatoes originate? Ah, okay. So it was France or England, actually. Damn. It's so hard, because I don't know this shit either. It's so hard to... I don't know. It's so hard to find the appropriate accommodations for like what is truly American made and what is inspired from other countries or originated from countries. Because you would think mashed potatoes, given how popular it is, would be American specific. Oh, Thanksgiving. Okay, I need to ask, turkey or ham? Acid, I love you. Turkey is 1,000 times better. Especially for a holiday dish, like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Turkey or nothing. I will die on that hill. And I don't care who I take with me. Turkey is the only acceptable answer. You can have ham during Easter. You can have ham basically whenever you want. Turkey is a special occasion. I don't really like, or I don't care for ham much, but that's not the reason why I say that. Gotta have some tact, you know. Just a little bit. I would say gotta have a bit of reputation left, but I kind of ran out of that. What's a reputation? For those that have worn skirts, is it worth wearing a skirt if you have the option to wear pants? The specific reason why I'm asking for this puzzle is really making me hate skirts. Wear a skirt to look cute? Like, I get that, but is it worth it in the end? Again, I'm always saying this because I hate this. I hate skirts on this puzzle already. Skirts are otherwise fine. Wear pants to be comfy or professional. It is 100% always worth it to look cute. Damn. So what you're implying is I need to start wearing skirts, so that way I can start feeling cute. Elbow. That's probably not gonna be it, but we're going to, it'll be good enough. To look and feel cute? Oh my god, so when I was in high school, I've actually worn a skirt in public before. And I never remember where I've told this story. So back in high school, how'd that make me feel? So the only thing I felt was like, yeah, I'm part of the crowd. And man, my underwear is exposed because I chose to wear boxer briefs. Obviously the correct decision, right? Nah, so schools have like their homecoming events, and the school I went to would have a week-long event where each day would have its own theme. This is pre, like, how would I say, when the gender identity of people was like commonplace male or female, and that's how it was like socially acceptable at the time. So putting that into notion, it was a gender bender where men would dress like women and women would dress like men. So it felt like really, it was kind of weird because I ended up calling like I had a friend, I drove to her house to borrow a skirt. She was like thinner than me because my fat ass. And I felt kind of weird about it because it's like very elastic, very stretchy. But I felt bad. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna ruin this skirt. Because I at least had a few inches on the waist, at least, if not more. And I remember because I also had like a small top. I think I borrowed from my mom. I don't remember. Maybe I wore like a t-shirt that worked well with the skirt. But yeah, I wore the top, I wore the skirt, I wore a wig. I think it was a black wig with like curly hair. Keep in mind, this is like over 10 years ago, so I don't remember the details anymore. I remember it was my senior year though. And it felt colder. The seats that, like, because, you know, metal seats that they have in classrooms, felt cold. You could definitely feel it, especially on your like upper leg, not like all the way to your waist, but like from your knee to upper, that was exposed. It makes me think, like, people that wear skirts, how the fuck do you do that? That's like another thing I was thinking about with anime, because the trope is like school uniforms. You just wear skirts throughout the full year. Doesn't matter if it's like cold as fuck outside or not. Like, I know women have socks or they can wear some sort of garment to kind of cover their legs, but God, how do people do it? I don't know if I'm brave enough or not. You have to wear tights underneath the skirts and also just suffer? Okay. Damn. And also just suffer because being a woman is suffering? Yay for women-specific problems. Yay. I hate that there's always a struggle. There's like a series of struggles. And like, being serious for a second, I will never be able to compare the two. One, I'm a man. So, I have my own struggles as a guy, but how does that compare to the struggles of a woman? For fashion, yeah, it's much harder to be a woman. Guys are just in the background. Unless they want to present themselves forward, they're just the side piece. Women are the real attraction when it comes to fashion. The one thing that sucks about being a guy, if you want to wear like professional wear, you have to wear thicker kinds of clothes. So you always, especially during the heat of summer, you always have to wear like slacks, some sort of pants. Sometimes you have to wear long sleeves depending on where you're at. Which I think more women are doing that too now. But they can also interchange with other outfit options if it's allowed. Think of it in the content creator world. Where are the struggles of a woman versus man? That I don't like to think about as much, to be honest. Well, okay, let me reverse that actually. There are certain struggles that I don't like to think about for any gender in social media or like on a platform for content creation. But I wasn't thinking when I said that, how people approach others. Because men are usually, on average, more of the initiation type. Women are more of the receiving type. And for good reason. If I'm like wrong on any of this, someone correct me. Because this is just how I've experienced it. But as a guy, I've had to initiate many of the conversations, like starting them with people. Compared to the experience of people reaching out to me. Ah, there we go. And I don't say that like in terms of like being a bad thing. I've had to learn over time initiation of something. It just means that some people are more likely to do it than others. It's not gender specific, it's not any type specific. You'll notice patterns, but at the same time I say that, I don't believe that any one specific gender or group will be more likely to. Because people are, well, I mean, like if you take an average of everything, maybe that's a different story. But I've been surprised. People are unique, right? I'm getting way off topic from what we were starting with, so. But yeah, going back to the, oh! Sorry, I was discussing. I didn't realize you asked that as a question. What are the struggles of woman versus man? There's many. I think the one, just in general, people like to go about, guys complain about getting kicked in the balls. Compared to like a woman getting kicked in the crotch, yeah, it's gonna hurt still, but there's a significant pain that a guy feels because of the balls. But childbirth as well, and periods. God. I don't wish that on anyone. Because I've never experienced it myself. There's a simulator I want to take at some point to simulate a period. Because it's not going to be exact, right? But it's going to have a good understanding for like, oh, this is something that I could feel like. Because, you know, periods are different for all biological women. Some hit harder, some hit softer. And yeah, I want to try that at least once. See what women are going through in that. I don't want to prove a point with it. I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to experience. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind on the waiting. Because I could go through a... You gotta get the mail? Alright, good luck. Honestly, I could go through... That would be like a full stream's worth of discussion. Because, well, first of all, I don't have any preference in terms of like favoring men or women. Because we all have our own struggles, right? I hate when people try to say, you'll never experience this or you'll never understand because you're not one. It's like, yeah. There are some things I feel that's acceptable to say, right? It also depends on the context of why it's being said. But there are just some scenarios in which I just can't fathom why people will say like, I have this difference, therefore you'll never understand. It's like, oh, okay. I had a good example I was gonna like lead off of that with, but now I'm rethinking it's like, eh. Because I think this goes for any group. Of course, this isn't for every... Okay, let me take that back. This is for the average group, but not every group, because there are some groups which are really, really unfortunately oppressed or just... they have it worse. But I don't want to just solely compare against worst. Every group has their own challenge, struggle, problems. And... carefully thinking how I want to say this. got nothing to lose by saying anything at this point, but I still think it's good practice. Consider words carefully before you say them. Especially on sensitive topics, where people might consider sensitive. Okay, every group has their individual struggles, right? Or their own specific struggles. There is no better or worse. There are some things I wouldn't want to experience, but I can be grateful in some aspects I don't, but at the same time, wish I didn't have to, for what I do have to. Because there's, of course, physical differences. Again, mentioning the periods and childbirth versus sensitivity of the testicles. But another thing would be kind of like the social aspect of it, I think is another big comparison. Just two big ones I think about, and I think about every so often. For guys, it's much lonelier. Guys have to experience loneliness a lot more frequently on average, I think. Whereas women, I think are more akin to social aspects, like they'll be more socially included, but that's not necessarily a good thing. You get people who will bother you, won't leave you alone, who are creepy, etc., etc. I just tried that piece, and I was like, okay, I need to try it again, without realizing or thinking about it. I think about that sometimes, though, and it's just like, because that is a topic that fascinates me, the difference between biological men and women. And then also the social aspect. It's like, there's a lot more pressure for women to look nice, to try to, I hate saying advertise themselves, but that's what I think fashion is in itself. A sense of advertising yourself. Because there's a pressure to, you can't slack on that. You have to look a specific way. You have to look good. Whereas guys, we can just dress wherever the fuck we want. Wear sweatpants in public, just a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, shorts, sneakers, some sort of slippers. No one cares. No one cares what you're gonna look like. And I think about that sometimes because, I guess whenever I went to, back in college, I took some sociology classes, or I think maybe it was just one. Then I took one in uni. Excuse me. And the concept would focus on the general approach of kind of like how people are treated in society. How societies differ. And of course, societal norms. How those expectations are shifted. It's hard to like really say my thoughts on this because a lot is up in my mind. And I never know how to like portray it in a way I would be satisfied. So I apologize. There are things I do want to be hesitant about, but It's just I don't know how to really say what I want to say in that regard. Which is why sometimes I'll actually write things out and then just read from a script. It's too much for me to try to say it like in the heat of the moment. Like I'm scared I'll say something wrong. People will easily misinterpret it. I have to either clean it up or let them accept it. I can't even say let them accept it. They choose to accept it on their own. If I'm gonna be real, that's how I feel. And that's a normal thing, right? Because we all have to process information and come to our own conclusion. Regardless of how open or closed-minded we are, we still arrive at a claim, some sort of procedure or some sort of information, and then we process it until we're satisfied. At least content with the information we have. It kind of makes me think though, how different would society be if people spent more time thinking on things? Because sometimes I get the thought, it'd be really nice if people would actually think before they do actions, right? But then you start to think, would we be where we're at in society if that was the case too? As nice as the thought is, would we actually slow down? Would we speed up? Would it be more advantageous? Or would it be more of a dilemma? And the reason I say that is because sometimes we do think heavily on some things, but sometimes we just brute force it, try whatever may work, and make some sort of grand discovery because of that. Some of the craziest things out there were the result of maybe a sudden thought or maybe even just an unaccepted belief or a controversial idea. Hell, in history, people have been prosecuted, they've been killed for some of the beliefs they've had. Well, I mean, I can't just say back then because it's still happening today. There were controversial ideas which really stood out. Oh yeah, that's what controversial is, Daniel. So there are some ideas that are very controversial, which later were discovered to be true, or at least proven. For instance, the Earth being the center of the universe was not correct. And the Earth being flat, of course, yeah. I'm surprised that's still being debated to today. I guess that's just how... I don't know. Is it interesting for these people to think those things? Is it more of a way of life to have these strong beliefs on things? What is the advantage of thinking one way or over another? That's extremely broad, by the way. That last question, extremely broad. Because there's many different ways to approach a problem or some sort of information. Trying to limit that to just one specific subject, I feel is time consuming, and if you're solely only focusing on that, you better have a really good reason for it. feel like it's unfair to focus specifically on a single topic without a good cause. It doesn't have to make sense to others, but I just kind of feel it's not wasted time, but it's like I don't want to say wasted effort either. Now, so welcome in games. How's it going? Side note on like the serious shit we've been talking about. Look how much progress we've gotten, and it's only been it's already been an hour. Shit. Okay. Well, this is going much better than last time. But yeah, this all started with the question of what are the struggles of a woman versus a man, and it's kind of delved into this whole thought process, like how people think. How would society change? Would it change for the better or for worse if we changed our way of thinking? I have fun thinking about that kind of stuff, but I also take it seriously. Don't take it personally at the same time though, because I feel like if you include a personal kind of feel to it, or like you push based on the presence of a personal experience, it's good that you can chime in with your own experiences, but you do not represent a whole basis of something. Only just an example. Feels weird saying that, actually. I'm thinking about it at the same time, like, does that actually make sense, what I just said? It's kind of like the thought of, like, we all have unique thoughts. We may have, like, similar experiences, but no one person has experienced everything. That's kind of like the basis of why I was trying to go for it there. Okay. Pause on the serious talk once more. We're gonna do something scary. I'm gonna move the puzzle. I'm gonna get rid of this because it still feels off. And I'm gonna continue questioning where this goes. So this is like a little arm piece, right? Oh shit. By the way, games, hope you're doing well if you are still there. Sorry, I like to say that because you guys are kind enough to come by and say hi. Yeah, hope everyone's doing well in chat. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. I'm gonna try to connect these over here. Somehow. This is gonna suck, isn't it? Fuck. I'm trying to think this through. What is the optimal way of doing this? Do I still try to figure out these pieces and then move it after? Do I just move everything, rip off the band-aid, and deal with the consequences after? Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. It actually worked out quite well for Mion. Alright. Fuck it. I say that, but I'm slowly finding pieces. Oh, you know what's gonna be good about this actually? Once we figure out how these connect with one another, oh, we're gonna figure out the actual width of the puzzle. Like in terms of like number of pieces. Oh, that's gonna be so good. That is actually going to be amazing. Oh. Yeah, shit. You know what's kind of weird though? So, I forgot to say what I ate today. This was like a long time. I had a nice little snack cake because I was too lazy for breakfast. And then I ate some popcorn after. One thing I hate about popcorn, but also secretly like, is I get the kernel stuck in like the gaps between my teeth. And sometimes I'll just like spend time trying to use my tongue to get it out. It's like I'll rotate the pieces around until it comes out. Which feels kind of weird, but kind of soothing in its own strange way. Like, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but it's like, it's nice, it's a nice little toy to play with until like you actually get rid of it. Sometimes it comes out naturally, sometimes you gotta dig it out with floss. It becomes like kind of a fun game. It's like, can I get it out today, or will I succumb? Find out on Channel 10. Did I mention earlier I hate skirts, but only because of this puzzle? JK, I figured it out. The answer is I'm fucking stupid. Ooh. This is like a weird, like, this is a random leg, but I can tell it's Nena's because of the... It kind of looked like bamboo, but like the supporting beams for the object behind the left side characters. Okay. Oh. That looks better. It's a bit of a snug fit, but that makes so much more sense. Because now... JK. Not JK. This feels so off. Move this over just slightly more. I have a strong feeling that this is going to be like a few more out, like where this piece is. So the border is going to align to out here, meaning I need to find the intermediate pieces for the top. That would make sense for these pieces as well, for the bottom. Something may be incorrect here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is how the piece should go, bottom down. You ever have those moments like, well, I'm a streamer, so streamers need to talk, right? It's not obviously apparent in all situations because sometimes you're really focused on something, sometimes you're just passing the time and chilling with people. But sometimes, especially if you want to engage with an audience or want to have an engaging audience, part of the game, as I'll say, is to make sure that you can talk. Make sure you are talking about the randomest shit. So I've been trying to think about like different things that I've done recently or I could talk about. And I kind of realized like from last stream to this one, nothing's really happened in my life. I've been working like normal, I've been sitting back. Oh, I guess I could say I've been playing a saucy visual novel lately. I started it back in June, like late June. And I finally like, I haven't 100%ed it yet, but I've gotten through a lot of it. So I've been very preoccupied with that. Like surprisingly, you know, fuck, I'll go ahead and say it. The game's called Hush Hush, which is a visual novel. It's adult, so I'm not gonna talk details. But in terms of like visual novels, how they go, it has been one of the best visual novels I've ever played. Like, not because, again, adult stuff, but just because they tackle a lot of problems in a very, I don't want to say like real, because there's some things that feel unreal about the game, but in a very realistic manner, without sugarcoating it. But the problems are very significant, especially to a real life aspect, which makes you then think and ponder about, oh Jesus, this has happened, or they're going through this kind of struggle right now. That's the length I'll go, because I saw people make jokes about the game. It's like, haha, came for the porn, stayed for the story, and that kind of stuff, but yeah, adults only. I would recommend looking at it, at least, if not giving it a try yourself. I got it during the Steam Summer Sale, and I had no regrets. I've most definitely gotten my money's worth from it. I didn't realize you could actually stream it. I don't know how you could do that or what websites would allow it. I thought it was kind of funny that it could be streamed. Because if you think like with those kind of games, they're banned for a reason, right? But in some cases, they're also okay. They're also like allowed. Today's a bit, I'm not going to stream as long today. At least that was my plan. Plans can change. But I'll do like 30 more minutes. See if I can finish up the characters for what's on the board for now. Something seems wrong. Yeah. There's like a little board piece that goes through, and I was like, this fits perfectly for that board. There's a part of the skirt that's barely visible. Well, you can kind of see it. I don't know how well it captures on camera. In the corner. And it's supposed to go with the skirt. But I don't see where that's possible. Oh, just kidding. That's part of the bag. Oh, that's why. I was about to go crazy. I'm like, this does not make sense. Not even the fuck. Shoes. Not shoes. What I might do depending on if things will easily or progress or if there'll be a struggle, I might spend time off stream reorganizing the pieces in the box. So that way I can actually see the expected image and just have the pieces ready to go yet again. Because again, they got sloshed around when I moved stuff around. I'm gonna commit the sin of not saying anything on stream for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna like hyper focus. If I see anything pop up in chat, then I'll say something, but otherwise I'm just kind of chilling. Just kidding, I'm saying something now. Holy shit, these two pieces right here. Ow. Where'd these? Stuck. I have been trying to figure out these two pieces for a long while. I was like, these do not fit up here, but they still feel kind of off. There's a faint line going there. And kind of a bit of blue that matches the skirt. And it's just like, it should fit. It just doesn't look like it. Oh, that might be pants, actually. So this piece right here. Pants. It remind me of the really, really old YouTube video shows. I don't know why. Speaking of shoes, shoes are a pain to figure out. I'm just mixed up with all the shoes. Let me see if I have any other character pieces. Let's see. Metro. I'm gonna butcher this. Metro Ligia. Thank you very much for the raid and the follow. Welcome in. How's it going? What were you up to? Where'd you come from? It was close. I wonder how you pronounce it. Is it fine if I call you Metro? And welcome in Neon Affliction and Dr. Ravenholm. Oh, the J is like an Y. Ah, okay. I see. So Metrolia? Metrolia? Anyways, hello, my name's Unscather. I don't really have much of an introduction anymore, but, I'm doing puzzle. I don't really do puzzles often. I usually do them online rather than physical, but yeah, we're playing puzzles. I also do, rhythm games as well as I've been doing some Binding of Isaac here and there as well. Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Hope you, have a good time. From the shadows? Metro's fine. Alright, cool. From the jigsaw puzzles. Ah, I gotcha. Yeah, I don't like, I think last year I streamed, jigsaw puzzles a few times, but like through like different websites. I haven't done it before through, Tabletop Simulator, but what kind of jigsaw puzzle were you working on? Yeah, I got it. Let's go. But yeah, small story. I've always wanted to do an anime themed puzzle, like in real life, because it's easier to get some other themes of puzzles, but I've never been able to find one in the wild. So I took a minication earlier this month, like a mini vacation, and found this little puzzle, an anime specific shop, so I was really excited. Real ones, I'm practicing on 500-piece Ravensburgers for the World Jigsaw Wait, you play in the Jigsaw Championships? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to check you out after this. Thank you for the follow, Dr. Ravenholm. I'm just gonna warn you now, I don't think I'll be doing puzzles often. I usually stick with those. I've been trying some more VR stuff though, so I appreciate the support nonetheless. Damn. So I've heard the Ravensburgers are... Wait, I don't think I've heard Ravensburgers specifically as a brand. But there's another Ravens brand I thought that were strongly associated with jigsaws. What kind of jigsaws do you like to work on? Like any themes on the puzzles or... You've heard of burger? I heard they're quite tasty. Oh god, we were talking about American food. So I'm in America, and I had someone talking about hamburgers being trash American food. I ended up banning them. Like, not really, but yeah, kind of the shit talk kind of thing you do with peeps. If there's a puzzle we might raid in here, because that's what we do in Puzzle Twitch. Aw, that's really sweet. I feel kind of bad because I used to raid, but I don't really raid these days. If I get the confidence to again someday, I hope to return the favor and push it forward. My favorite puzzles are those who make sane people go, hell no. Oh, please tell me you don't do the single color puzzles, like all black or green or just a single color. Have you ever, like, done the transparent puzzle? I think they're all, like, slightly opaque, white puzzles. I've wanted to try one for the longest time. Like, a physical one, because doing one on, PC or on the computer sounds like hell. Like, even more hell, surprisingly. You're in Eastern Europe. Damn. I was gonna say the J. The first thing... I can't associate the language because I'm not too familiar, but the first thing it made me think of is Finnish. Because I know the word for beer in Finnish is kaya, which is spelled with a J. I wonder if I'm even remotely close. You did 2 of the... Wait. What the fuck? 500 piece single color? Oh my god. I am so sorry. Unless you're into that. I don't judge. I mean, I'm gonna judge, but, you know, I'm not gonna judge. Solid performance, 8 out of 10. Oh yeah, I'm also a weirdo, so have fun with that. You've seen them, but not yet. You've even done a puzzle on a puzzle made... Wait, what? Hold on. You had a puzzle on a puzzle made out of wood. Oh, that's so cool. So you've handmade... So, Dr. Ravenhold made a puzzle out of wood, and you got to do... Oh, that's so cool. What kind of puzzle was it, if you don't mind me asking? Was it like a standard jigsaw, or did it have any specific elements to it? Slavic languages, excluding Polish and Finnish, share the phonetic alphabet and read as they're written down? Oh. I was trying to think, because English is definitely not like that. There's a lot of different... I'm going to use a poor example of naming states. Arkansas versus Kansas comes to mind. Read and read. Lead and led. I was trying to think, because I've practiced Japanese before. Get it? Because I'm an anime. I'm a weeb, kind of. Anyways, and I feel like that's the same as Japanese as well. There's a few different things here and there that makes it a little strange, but it's exactly pronounced every single time that, except for like a few exceptions here and there. So as it's read is how you pronounce it. Well, that's cool though, I didn't know that. Not 500, but one was 631 and the other was 881. You enjoyed yourself and missed them? That's why I asked earlier, and I want to ask you guys now. Once you're done with the puzzle, what do you do with the puzzle? Because it's like, at that point, do you take it all apart and do it again? Or do you just bask in the glory? Make the next one for you once it feel better? I was gonna ask, Ravenholm, do you, or Doctor, whichever you prefer, let me know if you prefer any specific, titles. Do you, make puzzles as a hobby, or? That's cool you make puzzles, though. Feels like it'd be difficult unless you had, like, a specific outline you can use, or series of outlines. Hope you feel better, though. The Doctor! I'll call you the Doctor for now. Couldn't tell you usually eat them? Ah. I don't have any pictures of food, so... Damn, that'd be a good idea. I'm gonna get a hamburger puzzle and I'm gonna eat it after. Thanks for the inspiration, Neon. The 500 I break down and redo. The bigger ones I do in sheets and store, and some I rent out to your godmother because she likes challenging puzzles. Like, in terms of like in sheets, you'll like keep the structure of them once it's finished. Oh, sorry, I thought it was like, and then you rent it out like that? I misread it. So like, do you use glue to apply your final creation, or do you keep it all loosely together? Because I know sometimes it can work well when you... Okay, I'm lying on that. Gluing, I've heard, is a pain in the ass, because you have to be very careful how you glue. If you glue, like if you use too much glue, or if you use the wrong places, especially if you're using too much glue, or non-translucent glue. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I just heard glue's a nightmare. But if done well, it looks beautiful. So you design and make a load of different things or models with wood with your laser. I'm about to sound very old for this, but so you fire in your laser is what I'm hearing. God, that's early 2010s meme. But damn. I don't know if I've seen it for a puzzle, but I have seen like a little laser cutter that you can use. It kind of like, you can program it to follow a certain pattern, and it'll just kind of automatically do that across the board. Is that what you mean? You use one of those machines? Depends on the puzzle, depends on the glue. Good puzzles stick together once they're put together, so you can lift it without it falling. I'd be too afraid. I don't know if I've just had the opportunity to use like cheaper puzzles in the past, Too many of them, maybe? I do not trust lifting up a puzzle, especially by a portion of it and trying to lift it up, because at least a few pieces will fall off, if not the whole thing will just tear apart. Thanks to gravity. Gravity is one son of a bitch I don't want to deal with. Gravity's too scary. It's a CNC laser? Oh, okay, so it is that kind of laser. My dumbass wants to call it a Sunka laser. A kunk. Did I mention I'm a weirdo? Have fun with that knowledge. You haven't gotten to the good puzzle stuff? Let's go. There's more. I remember I did a 1,000 piece, and I really want to. I want to remember the brand for it because this is a really nice feel. I'm gonna put those down for now. Funny enough, this is the last puzzle I finished in real life. The rest I've done have all been digital. I've attempted a few others, but never finished them. I've got to look for a while. Don't worry, so are we. Let's fucking go. I do cuss a lot though, so you've been warned. I don't try to do it on purpose though. Cussing is a very nasty habit. And I wish there was a way I could get rid of it. At least easily. It's a lot of practice is the answer to that. There we go! Oh, well, you'll see some other stuff, but guess the puzzle! Haha! It's a... You can probably get the theme of the puzzle. I actually try to avoid it on Twitch, so I use it as my non-cuss time mostly. Oh, I feel like that's awesome practice because you put yourself in that kind of space where you have to, like, you pressure yourself in a good way to follow a specific rule or like break a certain habit. Association is good practice. I like that. Cussing is a valid strat to deal with stress. Wait, I have two sides of the coin right there. Wait a second. I mean, you're not wrong, but depending on how it's used, it's a different story. That's why you reserve it for work? Fuck yeah. Alright, here puzzle. Angles are hard. I can't say I'm a math major. I want to say I'm a math major, but it's kind of like too late because I kind of graduated already. But, yeah. I know math, and yet I still can't figure out angles. What are angles? Cussing on my boss is only the reason I still work there? Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, I do have it. Kind of. Here's information. It's 14 plus. Haha. I'm that. Come on, camera. Do your thing. Stop showing off my microphone. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Think you passed me from 4 years ago? Yeah, almost 4 years ago. Is your boss into being cussed at? I have so many questions. And yeah, you got it. It is space theme. This only puts us in the same geographic ballpark. Wait a second. Wait a second. Are you secretly their boss? Imagine. Cussing at people higher up is a sport here? Is it a rite of passage? I kind of want to see this now. Here in ye old states, cussing is just part of the language. Unfortunately, and kind of fortunately, I don't know. It's normalized, but sometimes not for the best. The firm and his car are registered in your city? Wait a second. Don't recognize the brand though, but USA has way bigger brand selection than Europe. For better or worse, yes. I'm not versed in many brands, especially since I can never remember them off the top of my head. But I've had a lot of cheap quality puzzles. I'll say that much at least. They're good price, especially for beginning, but that's it. That's it. You do blue collar work, so it's not really uncommon. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I can think of that though. To cuss at your boss. Yeah, I feel like in that culture, it's the same here in the States. You're like more friendly with your coworkers and boss. These days, like I don't have this right now, but I was in a company, I was in a white collar job. Which is funny, I know math. I graduated with a math degree, ended up becoming a computer programmer or a developer. So if you wanted to, I could actually make you a program to use puzzles. I can make you a website for that. And it's still kind of like a friendly vibe, but you still have to be careful what you say. Especially for bigger companies. How things are like really interconnected with one another. You can't just be all willy-nilly about things. But I have had, except for when regionals came in, when I used to work part-time at like a fast food place, a few fast food places, I guess it depends on who you worked with, because people are like very friendly, very open, but like you would have like like regional managers come in and you just have to behave, do your best in front of them. Some are friendly though. I think one day you guys are gonna get into a fist fight. Wait a second. Wait a second. Are you gonna have a beer after or something, or duke it out and then celebrate after? Your QA? Oh, like quality assurance? Fuck it. I forgot what the specific. Are you talking about like QA for testing code? Ah, yeah. Oh god, I love QAs. I don't think I'd ever be able to do it. Having to repetitively do the same thing over and over again, looking for mistakes, would drive me mad. I am mixing up blue collar and white collar then, because you know what? I'm stupid. We're just gonna take that as fact. And boom. Haha, problem's gone. Whoa. Sounds completely on brand for Balkans. Hospital first in beer, that's what we're talking about, baby! Let's go! God, I cannot do fights. I cannot do physical conflict with another. It's just not my style. Some people love fighting though. Or some people don't mind backing down. Like, they don't mind going through with it. They won't back down from it. And I just... You guys are wild. You guys are in your own category. But then again, that's been history. You're a CNC I thought that said you're a CNC masochist. I'm like, wait a second. You make shit from wood. Not literal. Can't do it neither, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Ah, I gotcha. So it's like something you might not be able to avoid kind of situation. Damn. All I can say is I wish you the best and hopefully minimal injuries and things get resolved. Repeat the same thing. Know how a client would use it, how it's made, where it will break. If much a service worker partner earn 40% more than you. I hate to say, I'm 50-50. QA jobs are mindless, but they are not at the same time. You can't be mindless with a QA job. It's hell. But I will say as well, I've had like, I love QAs, but I sometimes, like, as a developer, I would get pissed off. It's like, why are you telling us this problem when it's not our fault? There's something else going at play. Stop telling us. I know we're the first place it happens. Like, obviously they're not gonna understand that because they don't write the code. They don't look through the code. It's like, please, give us at least one breath. I heard a horror story, because I used to live in Florida. And, yeah, I was that part of the yeehaw of the country. And I remember my coworkers lived in a specific part of the city. Like, they lived outside the city. And they lived with, there's like 2 people on my team that lived with a QA person. And they told me a story of one time, there's like a day off, it was like a weekend. And they remember seeing the QA person they were driving, pulled up right next to him. And they're like, hey, so, fancy seeing you here. Do you have the build ready yet? It's like, come on. You're gonna do that on a day off. Damn, people are wild with it though. Like, I get the pressure, especially if it's an agile or scrum-based environment. Shit's quickly paced. You gotta do what you gotta do, especially for time crunches, but they're just hanging out. They're just walking, having a good old day, good old time. And it's just one of the funniest things I heard. Because they're in the insane, like, apartment complex. And they were told that too. I'm done with puzzle, by the way. I'm good with where I'm at today. We did quite a bit compared to last time. You're actually not the first or last person who said that. CNC stands for Computer Numerical Control. Nothing kinky. Damn. Well, there goes another fetish possibility. So that's what CNC stands for. Computer numerical. Oh, numerical as in like coordinate. I feel like I would get that confused with coordinate control, but then coordinate numerical. Yeah, that's kind of an awkward pairing, huh? Huh. Today I learned. Till. Every horror story in the US starts with, I lived in Florida. Okay, time to tell you a fun story. My first day in Florida. I drove all the way from my home state. I live in Illinois. I moved from Illinois to Florida and came back. My first day in Florida, my first stop, I went into a gas station, had lunch, filled up on gas for the rest of the drive, and I swear, I was going to get back on the highway so I can get on the interstate to drive. This fucker, it's a stoplight for some reason, so it's like pretty backed up. This fucker gets impatient, drives into the emergency lane, and drives into the ditch to then ramp into the, to the entrance of the gas station. I was like, what the fuck? I had a camera in the car, but unfortunately I couldn't get the angle of it. It was the wildest introduction to my life for the next, well, it was a year. I worked with the company for 2 years, but it was just a single year. And I thought to myself, what the fuck have I gotten myself into? It was the craziest shit I saw. Sounds like driving in Balkan. I misunderstood what Balkan was, but oh fuck. It's crazy over there. I don't think, I get very anxious with high population densities, specifically for driving, because I don't trust drivers. I've thankfully never had any issues with driving. Very minor, if anything. And I'm scared that one day I'm just gonna go into a city, people don't pay attention, accidents are high, and I'll be that nice statistic. It is just a nightmare to think about sometimes. Damn, so what you're saying is don't go to Balkan, or at least don't drive in Balkan. Let me write that down. The range of how good a QA is major. from do what I'm told and not think to basically checking your code and being like, nah, fix it first. Yes. A quality, fuck, I forgot what the A stands for. It's not assistant, I think it's assurance, but it's not just assurance. It is assurance? Damn. Well, I guess I was right, but not confident. But, yeah, a quality QA member, like a really good quality QA member, they don't have to know how your code works. They don't have to know how the whole system works, but they're able to detect a pattern. Especially if an application relies on other existing applications, they can recognize, oh, something seems aloof here, and pair it. That is a strong quality if that's necessary for the specific job you're working with. But if they're able to recognize, like as you said, if it's it's analyst, that's the word I was thinking of. Okay. But mostly assurance. Quality analyst is how I was always taught it, so thank you for that. But QAs who can confidently tell you, yeah, this is definitely you. Like I'm at least 80%, 85% sure this is your code. Those are golden. It's not easy for them either. They have to really understand the application in and out, which if you're doing things repetitively anyway, you're making the test data to even use to test things. Oh god, that's the one thing I'm most thankful for with QAs. Especially if I'm not the original creator of an application. If they make test data that I can use, or if they know how to like do things, they've made the sacrifice to do things, I'm so thankful for them. Because then it's like, hey, can I borrow some of that data for like my environment, for the development environment? Much appreciated. Oh god, one of the most underrated as well. I think QA is much more important because QA can be dedicated to development level, but stage environment. So in between the QA and prod, there might be another one depending on the company, but the one I had, it just had a stage. They are so underhanded, or under, I don't know, they deserve more praise than they get. Because they have other responsibilities, they have other things they have to do, but god, they're basically a QA on a much scarier platform. Oh, the company I worked for was global, so we would have to have testers from across the world in different regions test things. I can't go into specifics because of NDA, even though it's been a few years, but the one thing I always got scared of is when people from China would tell us what was wrong. It's like, please, this is just you guys. Please! You get used to it. The driving. Oh, fuck. I know how to read code, can't write it for the life of me, but always underrated and underpaid. Oh. What, do you know what languages or, like, tools, libraries are used? I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it, so hold back whatever you need to. You'll never be paid enough? I shouldn't laugh at that, but the fucking cat. Yeah, I have no idea what you guys, what your pay is like over in Balkan. I think what I worked at was below average, but I don't know, for the city I was living in, I would have wanted more. I was under a contract which prohibited that, but yeah, I can definitely go beyond that contract now. Currently no idea, because we're starting new crap and they switched them 3 times in the last few months. Please tell me you're not saying language. Please at least tell me it's libraries or... Oh, please tell me that they're not switching languages off the bat. Oh god. I worked with so websites, so JavaScript, all that fun stuff. We use TypeScript because fuck JavaScript. I've worked with Angular, but I mostly worked with React. so I got to use the library, thankfully. I love React. I learned to hate Angular. Even though Angular is so awesome, I just don't like it as much. I used .NET. We used .NET Core at the time when .NET Core was still a thing. C# is fun. I thought it was just like Java, and then I looked at the specifics to Java in comparison, and I no longer believe that. It's similar to Java. It's got a lot of differences by this point. And I will die on the hill that is Mongo over SQL. But yeah, that's what I learned from the job. I have a current... It's a weird predicament what kind of job I have now. But I play around with different languages. I got to experience more of Java. I got to experience a lot of Python. I finally learned Python after being afraid of it. Because of the fucking lack of semicolons, which I learned is false because you can use semicolons in Python. You have to be a madman to do it, but you can do it. And I was like, huh, Python's actually pretty awesome. Minimum wage here is 400 euros, like per month? Per week? Oh, if that's per month, that's easily fucked. If that's per week, I feel like in today's day and time, 400's not gonna get you too much. I feel like I'm drunk. I need a drink. Fuck TypeScript, but they're doing APIs, so they're mostly having problems about choosing a database and environment. Ah, okay. If it's APIs, that's understandable. And also, I love TypeScript. Strongly typed languages are my are my best. Before anything else. But then again, I grew up on OOP, so that's probably why. I can't do C or C++ for shit. I've tried. This job I'm doing kind of taught me a little bit, which is awesome. I tried Swift though. Swift is a nightmare. But I think like if they're going for a MERN stack, I haven't really used Express or just even Node by itself too much, but it seems pretty nice. I hate Core's errors are a pain in the ass though with Node. Well, I guess that's just with any website. I wear glasses because I can't see sharp. Should have stuck with Java. Thank you for that pun. Sorry for ruining it. Per month? 400 euro per month is minimum wage? Please tell me that's not in QA or like software development in general is minimum wage? There's no fucking way. Another country, he's another country. Here it's like 780. If that's per month, no, that's way too little. When I was working, I would do... I have to pull out the calculator for this one. But then again, I don't know what the salaries were for QA. That does not seem right. Before taxes... Oh, when I started, before taxes, I would get about 4,000 USD per month. Above that. That's just a comparison. But I also lived in a city that was a bit more expensive. Jesus, I could not imagine 400 to 700 euros per month. As in Germany, where minimum wage is 2,000 euros? Okay, 2,000 feels a lot better. Not exactly. Well, maybe it's just because I'm not familiar with finances of other countries. I'll be straightforward on that. I heard food can cost a fuck ton now in European countries. Like, I've been complaining about it, and especially gas or petrol. I've heard that's a nightmare in Europe. We are magicians. We are magicians. You did JavaScript, PHP, bless your soul on PHP. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Also did an action script, that unholy creation Flash used to be. Okay. I will say as well, I started learning coding in 2016, I think, but I didn't start like professionally learning it until 2019, so I'm still new to the game. I've never heard what ActionScript is. Oh, Jesus. That sounds like a pain in itself, especially for Flash. That makes me feel like there's a lot of security-related thing you had to work on with that language. A medium QA here earns about the same as a waiter, and you live in a tourist spot, so waiters, cooks are okay. As long as they are well paid, that makes me feel a little better. Because especially here in the States, cooks and waiters, minimum wage. And that's even for fancier places too. If you have chefs, slightly different story, but still not the best. So it sounds at least a little bit better. A little bit nicer. Diesel is too expensive. Your car gets 35 to 50 miles per gallon. Let's go! So it's on the higher end. Newbie, I programmed in PHP version 5.2. I don't even know what the version of PHP is out there. I've have minimal experience with PHP. Maybe tested 5 to 10 things with it. Oh, it's 8.2. As of November 24th, 2022. Thank you, Google. Current stable as of July 4th, 2024 is major 8, so 8.3.9. So not too far off from 12. Kind of far off, but not too far off. Let's pretend. Yeah, I am a newbie though. I just started PHP this year. I'm not actively learning it, but I try to learn it just as I go. I tried to implement PHP in jQuery. Well, I guess this is how bad I am with it. jQuery is implemented in PHP by default, right? In her town, it's either waiter, cook, or drug dealer. Wait a second. Wait a second. Jesus Christ, Neon. What was 12? I know I used Adobe Creative Suite before it got a number and before it was connected to online. You're OG, holy shit. Do I bow down to you, or how does that work? Is it at some point you just think, I've done enough coding, I just want to be a tester now? Also, I'm gonna get off here in a few minutes because I hungry. I need food. You know, I don't raid. Oh, JK, I was gonna say I was gonna rate someone in the puzzle category, but I'm the only one right now. Damn. Oh, hello, figure. Now it's more screw it. I'm gonna go put down tiles and 100% more. Wait. I thought say, hold on. Hold on. QA pays more than software development? Or a plumber? Oh god, yeah. There's a joke about, let me see if I can recite the joke. If not, I'll just tell you about it and then cry later tonight when I go to sleep because I couldn't execute the joke. So, a math teacher calls over a plumber. And I'll provide context after this, but a math teacher calls over a plumber. Once the plumber fixes it's a very simple problem. But he's like, all right, that'll be $500. And he's like, what? That's so much. But then he starts to realize, maybe I could get a lot from this. So, math teacher not being paid enough. This is the States, by the way. Teachers are paid shit. He decides, all right, I'm gonna become a plumber instead. I'm gonna go ahead and go to vocational school. I'm gonna get the proper certification, And yeah, he does well for that. He gets proper training, he gets a lot of education in it, and he's just about to get his license. There's one thing standing in the way though. He has to go and take a certification test. Like, he has to take a final test. And it's no ordinary plumber test. No. It's to prove that you have basic information, you have basic knowledge of general subjects. Math. And it's not too bad, it's at an 8th grade level. So, he's given a problem. And I will go ahead and apologize now, I forgot the problem. Maybe it's like you're given this kind of diagram, you're given like this kind of area, this kind of field, you have to find the metrics in it. He's like, how do you do this? Because there's a very simple way of doing it, but the only way he can think of is like trying to do like these different proofs, these different like high step kind of concepts. So it's like writing down these different formulas, these different hypotheses and like all this advanced shit. And he's in front, like, the other plumbers are in there taking the test, they're all doing it one at a time going to the board. And instead of like giving like, oh, there's such a simple answer to thing like that, the other plumbers are like, no, you're using the wrong theorem, you're using the wrong formula. Alright, so as I said earlier, if I tell that really poorly, or if it's a really poor execution of the joke, I'm gonna cry tonight. And I earned myself a really good cry tonight, because holy shit, that was bad. But it's the joke of like, plumbers, they get like a lot of money. It's a shitty job, pun and no pun intended. But someone's gotta do it, and it's well paid. So, again, here in the States, I was almost a math teacher. I went to school originally to become a math teacher, decided against it because I didn't like teaching, turns out. And I even quit college. Like, I quit the semester while I was student teaching, so right as I was about to actually graduate. And I'm very thankful for it, because I would have hated my job. There's a lot of effort you have to put into it for minimal pay. It's not worth it. Like, you have teachers paying for their own supplies, you have teachers having to work a second job on the side. Oh god, and all this stuff you have to do outside of teaching, like when you're in person, and you're not getting paid for it. Ugh, it's a nightmare. I don't know how people do it. QAs pay way less than development, and not enough for the trouble and responsibility. Yeah. Because I don't know, I wonder if you guys are hourly paid, or if it's salary based, how that works. QAs, they don't have to think about the logic. They may be able to contribute. They don't have to about creating it from scratch. But they still have an important job. They're the backbone. I would argue the backbone of a development team. They're a great necessity. They deserve to get the compensation, especially if you're going for something that's highly technical and you need their input directly. You need their strong input for every single nook and cranny of an application. Their goal is to destroy your application, to make sure it's not working. That's how I think about it. That's not the actual goal, but you know, that's the fun goal for being a QA. Destroy the application. Break the application. But yeah, it deserves more than just, you know, I would argue it would be on par with development, if not slightly less than development. It's that important. Scroll, please. You're a part-time electrician and you earn like 3 times the amount of money compared to work? Why the fuck is that a thing? Again, there's like necessities, I think. I wonder if it's like culturally based, because electricity is also very important. I wouldn't even be here talking with you guys if not for electricity. It's one of the things I feel that's easily taken for granted. But, damn. 3 times as much for that. That's shocking to me. Again, no pun intended. In the States, you'd be probably on par or less than development. QA maybe more. I don't know. Everything here is salary based if it's the full time. Oh, please tell me you're not overworked. Please, please, please. Or at least if you have to do overtime. Do you guys get overtime pay? Here in the States, we get paid I think it's 1.5 times as much if we go over the... if we enter overtime. I used to work as a QA on an app. If something goes wrong, people will actually die for 4 USD an hour. Okay, no, fuck that. No, thank you to that. By that point, especially if you're liable, I don't remember the name of the company that had the recent outage. Did you guys hear about that? The fuck, it starts with an S. How could I forget the company name? There's a lot of issues with Windows-based platforms because a company fucked up. They uploaded to prod and caused a lot of systems to go down. Like, especially for... I heard it was most impactful with the... with flights. With flying companies. That one, yeah. If you have that much going on for you, you better be getting paid for the level of responsibility you have to take for it, especially if your application is necessary for like things that definitely matter, like people's lives or... Oh god, I can't even imagine. You're getting paid little for that, and this is what's responsible for lives? That tells me that's a shitty company. Or that tells me that people don't really understand, you know, the full basis of it. I don't know, that's what that tells me. We'd be talking in dark? Exactly. No computer screens. Or fire. We like fire, right? Fire warm. For that, I get thanks from my boss for overtime. Come on, no pizza party? I thought that's what they like to do when they try to win over their employees. Damn. I hate that. I hate that for you guys. With my job, when I was salaried, I did get overtime, but I wasn't allowed to clock in overtime unless it was significant. If it was a minor occurrence, that was just part of the salary. And I was getting paid for nothing. Or I wasn't getting paid for anything. It's like, yeah, that's your expectation of the job. You can complete it from here. Legally should, but legal in our region usually don't go together. I hate getting into politics, but US is heading that way. Just kidding. Well, the US has been there, but depending on how things go by the end of this year, we might be going even further into that territory. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's why I curse at him. Alright, you know what? I was wondering what you were talking about earlier. I side with you, Neon. That's well deserved. Fair pay, damn it! No liability, but it was phase 2 and 3 medical trials. I'm assuming that's still very critical, especially if it puts people's lives at risk. So it's good that you didn't get, like, you weren't liable for it, but still. People need to pay their workers properly. Come on. It was USA owned, outsourced here? Yeah, okay, I see that now. I see why. I think outsourcing can be fine, but you need to pay people appropriately. I don't care where the job is done, as long as it's done. I trade some OT for the ability not to show up to work sometimes. You know what? I like that. And you're still being paid the same for that? I think that's well deserved. If you can't get overtime pay, compensate in some way. And make it a fair compensation. No thanks bullshit. No pizza party, even though pizza party's still cool. It doesn't make up for it. Like, no warning, nothing, I just don't show up. They don't do anything for that? That's kind of awesome. That's fucking rad. I tell him you don't live from thanks. That's why I like to fucking hear. Wait, is this the guy that you're gonna like beat up? Or you're gonna get into a fight with? Don't take this the wrong way. Especially if they're older. That makes me think of like fucking boomers or fucking old people. being disconnected from modern times. Not to say that's the case, but yeah, that's the one. All right, I'm cracking my knuckles for you, getting it ready. I guess make them pay for the beers you get after the hospital visit. So the everyone's replaceable thing they usually BS apparently is not true. Imagine. Like, technically everyone is replaceable in some extent. How easy it is to replace that person? No. No, it's not easy. Especially on application development. You better either write some fucking good comments and give them like 2 to 3 months to really get familiar with an application. Or say sayonara, motherfucker. Because the apps, yeah, you need a lot of practice with those. If you're testing, it's not an easy like, okay, I can just click on things and I'm good to go. Some apps, you have to really understand the process to be able to fully test something. I learned that firsthand. I learned from my QA, actually. The lead QA, who taught me how to do some things. Which I was very thankful for because oh god, some shit's stressful. Some shit is really stressful. He's like 54, I'm 24? Okay. I can see it then. 54 is not too bad, but there's definitely a cultural gap. I think the last job, like when I worked as in the same company I was talking about, I got into a couple of scuffles with my team lead because he's in the 50s as well. I was how old was I at the time? I'm 29 now. I can't even remember how old I was. That's how I'm getting worried. 26? 25 to, okay, I'm gonna say 25 to 26. So about where you're at, Neon. And I didn't like really fight or anything with him. It's more so like I said some things which kind of, it was passive aggressive. I'm like a basic bitch that did the passive aggressive thing. Which was my fault, definitely. I will admit that. He was actually one of the best team leads I've ever had. If not like one of the best like quote unquote bosses. He wasn't my direct boss, but I fucking was thankful for him. But yeah, there's things like I didn't like and I just held things in. We talked it out and they're like, okay, cool. Thankfully that was all that was needed, but sometimes you clash and you clash hard. I would like to see him try to replace you. That's the spirit. That's where you just be like, all right, here's my if and when you find a better job, because I'm not sure how you guys' culture is in the US. There, at least specifically for today, the thing you do is you jump between jobs for higher salary. That's how you play it out. You don't stick with the same company anymore, and you're not like valued. That's the big thing. You're not really valued as an employee in a lot of places in the long run. You have to switch jobs and you have to find new places to work for higher salaries. But if that's the way how it is for you guys as well, it'd be like, yeah, just put in your notice, be like, haha, I'm out of here, bitches. Because yeah, no one's got time to deal with that shit. I already quit once and he called you 2 days later? I fucking love that for the fact that, yeah, easily replaceable, my ass. I don't know if you guys are familiar, if you guys have taken any of the manga or anime or any of this Japanese media, but I read a story about a character who was essentially in charge of the full, I don't know if it was the full systems for an application or some sort of, yeah, application, or part of the ops. I forgot the operations team. Kind of like equivalent to the DevOps. And she ended up being let go or leaving because she was like bullied. She was like heavily underappreciated. But like, yeah, you don't really do shit here. But once she left, it turned out that she handled everything on her own. She was a genius, and they could not keep up. They eventually tried to get her back, but she found a new place. She also cosplayed at her work, so that's there you go, fan service. But it kind of makes me think of that. It's like easily replaceable. Haha, well, watch me, kind of thing. So I just kind of laugh at that for that reason. It's like, damn, what a fucking toxic place, but that's funny. I say newbies are useless for at least 6 months. I want to argue against that, but at the same time, you have a point. Newbies in the industry period, yeah, they've got a lot to learn. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Neon. They've got a lot to learn to catch up. It's not just like learning what the application does, how the ins and outs work, but it's more so, okay, why does it work like this? What is the programming language? What is the library, the sort of package I'm using? Why does it work the way it does? When I actually went to a boot camp for coding, which was a really sketchy job, but it paid out really well somehow. And I didn't know shit by the time I was done. I did 10 weeks, it became 12. And then I went into my first job. It's like, oh, I have to code. Well, the people that were better at coding than me, compared to me, did not get coding jobs. They would either work with support or they managed the requirements for the coding team or for the development team. And I was like, why am I the one getting a coding job out of everyone? I love it though. I love coding. And I'm so happy that I get to do it. So anyways, I started with the job. I was told to practice to start learning to get better for it, and I was like, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? I can print a console. Cool. Okay, what else do I do from here? And it was fun to learn. It was really fun to learn. It fucking sucked. It was fun to learn. So anyways, I did that, and then by the time, I'm not going to brag or anything, especially since this is only my perspective. I felt like by the time I was done with where I worked, I was one of the strongest on my team, if not the strongest, outside of my team leader. It's really weird how things worked, just by getting that direct experience. And maybe it's just my cockiness talking. Maybe I'm just very cocky. But I learned a lot during that time. But for the first 6 months, I questioned every single thing. It's like, why do we do it this way? I remember one of the things that still scars me to this day. How do I download an Excel? When I was talking about the overtime, I spent a lot of time on trying to download an Excel sheet. I panicked because I had to write it from scratch. I used an application, like I used an existing library for it, but I had to figure out how that worked. And I remember panicking because we could not meet the deadline. Even if I got it figured out, we had so much on our plate for that sprint, we were not going to be able to meet the deadline. So I thankfully talked to, I forgot the name of the position, which is kind of bad. The BA, the business analyst. We talked to the business analyst, like, yeah, no, fuck this, we're pushing it back. We need to push it back. And they're like, oh, okay. They made it work somehow. And I was so thankful, but I remember staying late. I would come home. Some of the people I went to the boot camp with, I lived with for that time I was working. And then they would already just be like relaxed, ready, just kind of chilling for the night. I'm like, I just got home. You guys already did everything? I was so jealous. It's like, I want to be home right now. I want to be home. Ah, sweet memories. It's a lot easier to do now, but yeah, for the first 6 months, especially if you only have minimal experience with coding, maybe from school or just from basic applications, yeah, I'll argue that you're kind of useless, but you'll do helpful things here and there. You'll at least take care of like the simpler tasks while those with more experience tackle the really difficult tasks. I'm a caveman, high key. That's the irony. I love that. I prefer basic it took me a long while to even want to get a PC. I would always rely on the laptop, but I never liked anything advanced. Like, having a smartphone, for example, I didn't even want one for the longest time. I wanted to keep things simple. The KISS principle, if you could call it. But IRL. No, I find it funny that, in general, people who work with technology tend to not be technologically advanced in their own comfort. They will take the simple tools. They will take the non-automated tools and roll with it. And I just fucking love that. I don't know if that's what you were going for earlier, Neon, but I just kind of find that funny, in a sense. It's like the irony of it all. We used to be at one company till you retire? Ah, okay. Something that sounded like something that happened in my company 3 times in the last 2 years. I apologize, I lost the context. I am very slow with comments. That's the beauty and danger of interacting with every single comment. But yeah, that's what the US used to be as well. I'm going back into the 50s. In that time period, it's like, yeah, stick with the same company. You'll be treated well. I meant in a way where we fist fight instead of talking. I was like, wait a second, instead of walking, is this a race now? I just want to see someone angrily speed walk to the end goal. And just, I don't even know what to say with that. Just, speed to win. 3 times was the Ops manga remark. Oh, okay, cool. That happened 3 times in the last 2 years, where someone would quit and the systems would just go down. No one would know what the fuck to do, because only one person knew. It's called job security, easy. Easy peasy, squeezing some hard-earned lemons. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. God, I can't... Yeah. People are just... I don't know, work culture is toxic. Also, it depends on where you go, but... Work toxicity is just never fun to deal with, just in general. It just becomes funnier when you can get your quote-unquote revenge by fucking over the people that fucked you over. I don't know. I live in spite sometimes. I'll admit it. But sometimes, it's justified. Anyways, let's end it on a positive note. See this? This class is not completely clean, but it holds water. And you guys should have one of these or equivalents. What I'm saying is drink some water. Make sure you're hydrated, you sillies. Okay, not completely positive, but close enough. Okay. No other puzzle goers still, so even though you paid it forward and did a really nice thing to raid me, unfortunately, I will not be paying it forward today. But I will keep my eye out because I do want to pay it forward sometime when I can. I am evil like that. Or rather, I'm too scared to raid these days. I used to do it all the time. I'm just really scared of it now. So anyways, I'm gonna be evil and just end it here. Thank you again, Metro Via. I need to get used to the Y instead of the J. For the raid earlier, thank you guys very much for hanging out. Thank you for the follows and just for chatting on both Twitch and YouTube. And I don't have a set schedule for when I stream. I just stream when I stream. I'm gonna finish this puzzle eventually. I'm not gonna do anything else other than rearranging pieces. Look at this mess! Look at it! So I'm gonna maybe do that off stream. We'll see how things go. Hopefully maybe next Tuesday will be my day off, so we'll see if we can do it then. If not, Saturday next week. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But anyways, living in spite here is also a national sport. That's why I love the fucking here. Let's go. Yeah, I love the chat. I get easily distracted. I can't do two things at once, so it's always worthwhile though. I love chatting about the randomest shit. A lot of times serious, a lot of times stupid and silly. Yeah, have a good night, everyone. It is officially night here where I'm at, so I can legally say it. I will not get persecuted. Whoa. Shouldn't I say to some of you guys, have a good morning? How late is it, you sillies? Yeah. Raven, hope you feel better as well. And please do take care of yourself as well. Yes, Bob. Okay, I'm just gonna say this now. If you radiate the energy, you never have to be older. I have one person that still calls me dad. Or he calls me father. Because we have that kind of radiated energy. He was definitely he's definitely not been here for a while. He might be in the background, I'm not too sure, but he was here earlier. He literally came in chat. He came in chat just to tell me that he was taking a shit. It was very beautiful. 1 a.m. Let's go. You're 7 hours ahead. It is 6 p.m. here. The doc streams, I streams, you're always welcome to hang out. You'll find Neon with me a lot. Oh my god, you can't give me that temptation, guys. I suck at watching streams. I'm not gonna get too serious here, but I'm kind of scarred from watching streams right now. If I ever work up the courage, I will come by and say hi. But I need to build up that courage, so please don't expect anything, but I appreciate you saying I'm always welcome. Or not always. I'm welcome. I'll wait till I get canceled to say that. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I do appreciate it. You guys just yap about anything? What could possibly go wrong? That's what I love to hear. It's I don't know. Communities scare me. That's basically all it is. I don't like well, it's not that I don't like being in a community. I'm just scared of being in a community right now. I need to breathe, man! I need to breathe! Ah! Alright, I'm gonna come to you guys. I'm gonna talk about the color green. Be ready for it. Speaking of which, my favorite color is green. I don't know if that was hinted in any mean shape or form, but yeah, I really like green. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat. I don't know what I'm gonna eat yet. I forgot to thaw the chicken. Fuck! Okay, well, I'm not eating chicken tonight. Maybe breaded chicken. I have a frozen dinner. Anyways, I suck at goodbyes, so, I was so tempted to just click the stop streaming button after that. I can't do that, though. I did that for, I made a video, and I did that, and I thought it was, like, the most funny thing. Medium rare chicken sushi? Something doesn't seem right there. Oh. I think, like, okay, one quick thing. Chicken, I'm always scared to cook chicken. Unless I'm fully cooking it all the way. Because of, raw chicken is not safe in the States. I don't know where it might be safe, actually. I know eggs are safe in Japan and East Asian countries. Always cook chicken. That's what I was thinking, like, medium rare chicken sushi. I'm like, wait a second with that one. I had beef yesterday, so maybe I'll just have noodles tonight. Well, now you guys know. Neon be trolling? Nah, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. I'm gonna cook medium rare chicken sushi. Do people actually cook sushi on a grill or on a stove? I want to see what that would be like, actually. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now, otherwise I'll be talking here for like 10-20 more hours. So yeah, see you guys next one. Thanks for joining in, and please drink some water. Make sure you're pissing a lot throughout the day. Okay, bye-bye!